to say thanks to those who commended us in the presentation. Of course, the speaker has answered most of the questions, and my honorable members has touched on the question that I had wanted to dwell on, talking about this gender thing. But let me draw your attention. Honorable Snow was giving a ratio about the members of parliament that we have, the delegation. Yes, he's correct. 2 opposition, 2 ruling, and 1 independent. But let me tell you that all this report was done by all of us. All of us. That is, in fact, the reason why we are late to submit. Because it was scrutinized by the leader of delegation, who is the opposition. So he has an emergency. That's why he's not here. And of course, we have heard from Honorable. Well, the man, there's no act to find the man's construction in the face. The man decided to go, we don't know. So they are in the best, Honorable was there. He's in the best position to answer. But as far as I'm concerned, if you are not pleased with the report or whatever, instead of walking out, it is your place to go and sit. Then you make your comments. Then they will take note of that. So I don't think if that is prudent here that 2 people went out, that the oppositions are not there. It's just unfortunate because they are not here. But the leader of delegation is part of this report. He gave it his blessing, and he made his own comments, and he took it to the speaker. He made his own input, and he took it to us. We made our own inputs, and it was then presented. So we are all in it together, Mr. Honorable. So talking about the others have been answered. Well, I want to thank my sister, Gabrielle.
All right, guys, welcome everybody. Welcome. You know, beautiful evening here. You know, I just wanted to let that be the intro because, of course, you know, today is December 30th. Tomorrow is December 31st. So I want to welcome everybody. This is the end of 2022, basically. It's been a roller coaster. Everybody, welcome, guys. Welcome. You know, thank you for joining me. But it's been a roller coaster. And the reason why I'm playing this for you, because we're going into 2023. And, you know, I want to call the attention of the civil society organizations, you know, the journalists, and particularly in Sierra Leone. This is a shameful situation. For let we get with leader of the opposition. The leader of the opposition left Sierra Leone at a time when they were fighting in parliament against the PR system. Left Sierra Leone, went to ECOWAS parliament, was part of the delegation, was supposed to actually even, you know, read the report at the ECOWAS parliament. It dipped. And to this day, no politician, no journalist, no radio station, no TV has summoned this man. Because these are things that should be public information. Honorable Chino Majuba of the APC party was supposed to be at this session, was supposed to be at this meeting, and he was not there. Where was he? This is the question and this is the concern that some of us have. And that is why we are asking these fundamental questions. Because this is undone. It should not happen in Sierra Leone. And we're going into 2023. This man should answer to everything. Where was he? Where was he when people had questions that they needed answers for? That is why I'm doing this live. And I'm going to also touch on the Auditor's General Report because I want you guys to see that. You know, and these are the issues that, you know, are very pertinent. But I wanted to open up with that so you guys can see. If you're just joining me, by the way, I'm going to talk about these 2 issues. The ECOWAS parliament, the fact that the leader of the opposition actually left to go to ECOWAS parliament to represent us at a time when the MPs, the members of ECOWAS, you know, Liberia, Nigeria, you know, these guys, Gambia, they all had questions. They are concerned about the political state of Sierra Leone. They've heard all the violence, you know, the election laws that they keep changing, the NIN, the NACRA, all of this stuff that they keep changing, you know, towards moving into the elections. And the member of the opposition that was supposed to be there to actually articulate the problems and views of Sierra Leoneans every day that are suffering, when he was called, when he was needed to actually stay there and answer these questions, nobody knew where he was. They said he left because he had an emergency. So these are the things and these are the concerns and these are the questions that, you know, up to this day, no journalist in Sierra Leone have summoned this man. 98.1 AYV, let them show us the letter where they invited the leader of the opposition to come and answer to the people of Sierra Leone. This man not for deserve to go back in a parliament under no circumstances. Honorable Chino Majuba does not deserve a place in a parliament. Guys, you see, America's democracy, European democracy, they've not moved, to where they are today. You're talking about, proper systems, electricity, water, clean drinking water, access to healthcare, all of that stuff, infrastructural development. It's not overnight. It takes people, making sure that they perform their duties when they're supposed to. Where was Honorable Chino Majuba of the APC? People are taking these things lightly. We should not take this lightly. This is not about, you keep calling this guy's name. Who should I call? Mami Modu or Pa Sori or Pa Yamba? Now for call. Who now for call? This is the man who's occupying this position as the leader of the opposition at a time like this. Left for ECOWAS Parliament, and he's nowhere to be found. We should be concerned about things like these. And when we have these kinds of situations, it is very pathetic.
What? Priority.
Let's
if, for example,
it's pathetic.
7 seats are given to a district, you have to present a list that has 2 times that number. Meaning, if you have 7 seats, you have to present a list of 14 names from number 1 to number 14. If, for example, the party wins 6 seats in the district, then number 1 to number 6.
But these are all the concerns that the ECOWAS Parliament have. These were the questions that they asked. Matter of fact, let's listen to this again, because I'm calling on all journalists in Sierra Leone. Because when the time is right, we're going to ask these questions. And I want you guys to understand that we, the people of Sierra Leone, understand exactly what is actually happening. Journalists in Sierra Leone, radio stations, they should call Honorable Chino Majuba of the APC as a political party. This man is a servant of the people. They should call him and ask these questions. Where was he? When they were fighting in Parliament, he was not there. ECOWAS Parliament, he was not there. Where was this man? I've done videos after videos on this particular issue, and we're going to keep talking about this. But I want you guys to help me. Moving into next year, 2023, these are the questions that we should ask. Listen to these members of Parliament asking these questions again. I want to refresh your memories, guys, because we cannot let these things slide. This guy has a responsibility. If this man not able to answer with questions, this man not for go back to Parliament. It is simple. This is not rocket science. We have to hold our leaders accountable. Listen to this.
Sierra Leone report is beautiful. But we also hear, stated here, that there is a major dispute as to representation and how the election will be done. It's obvious. If you speak with one Sierra Leone delegate or 2, they will tell you that the political situation here going towards the election is unstable. There is no need for we to hide anything from each other here. If we in Nigeria discover that there will be no free or fair election, of course we say it out. Because if we say it out, and ECOWAS intervenes, it's helping us. But if we know that there's something that could create problem in the country, and then we come here and sit and say there's something, and something happens, we have lost 2 countries. So,
a situation where police are entering Parliament to make sure that there is a decorum in Parliament means that that country political situation is not stable.
After the August 10 incident, I think that statement need to be restated and maybe restated, because we know just a few weeks ago there was a situation at the Parliament where Parliament member had to fight, and like my colleague said, security personnel had to come in. I'm sure we do want to consider that kind of situation as saying that security situation is stable.
I think there's a great situation, and this Parliament must send a fact-finding mission to Sierra Leone to investigate this major violation. It's not the first time, it's not the second time, it's the 3rd time. The second issue in Sierra Leone is that less than a year to election, Sierra Leone is still trying to change the electoral law. They're still trying to change the election law to work in the favor of the ruling establishment. I think it's quite alarming, and maybe the Sierra Leone delegation need to speak to this again.
On the issue of the election law, the head of delegation, Snow, mentioned this, that 1 year to the election you are trying to change the election law. It's not just the law, it's changing the system, where the law obviously affects the system. Now the system is trying to bring into place a proportional representation. But Chair, for the short of my political life, proportional representation is done where there are no defined electoral boundaries. And the law of the delegation of Sierra Leone can bear me out of this. If whatever the law say, I will be willing to listen to them.
Right there. This guy has a question. You see, this is the concern that we have. Where was Honorable Chino Majuba of the APC to answer these questions? Let's listen to what this brother had to say, Brother Fatoma. Let's listen to this. I want you guys to listen to this.
Abdul, just before we get into the potency of the community parliament itself and whether or not it's fit for purpose at this moment, I'm aware, and majority of Sierra Leoneans are aware, that the head of Sierra Leone's delegation to the ECOWAS parliament is the parliamentary leader of the opposition, APC, Cheno Ramadan Majuba. So what happened that the report was presented by Honorable Veronica Kadisise in that parliament?
I don't know the background situation of that, but I was in Abuja on Friday and he left on Friday. And Saturday, this report was presented.
No, I come to Senator Snow. Senator Snow said there are 5 members of the delegation. 2 members are not at the opposition. Why are they not here? That question should go to those who are not here, not us. Okay? And those are not questions for us. We are here. Now, but for your information, I want to tell you that our leader of delegation, Honorable Ba, is presently in Sierra Leone. He had an emergency activity to attend to, and he went. So, what can we answer? And he's part of that. Honorable Man in Spain was here, he went out. So I cannot tell you why he went out. But let me tell you this. It is their responsibility as members of the opposition to stay here and listen to the reports and maybe give their comments if they disagree with anything that is raised here. So here, the question should go to them, not to us. Senator Snow.
First off, just generally, with what was presented and the fact that the head of that delegation comes from your party, but left early. Well, I don't know what happened. Abdul was there. He didn't know either what really transpired. He left on a Friday and the report was presented on a Saturday. What does that speak to in terms of the state of Sierra Leone itself?
Mr. Wise, to be honest with you, it will be unfair if I make any comments about that, because I would have thought that Mr. Fatoma would have been in a position to be able to give us the specifics of what happened.
Guys, that is why I'm asking every Sierra Leonean. We all have a moral responsibility. I need you guys on board and with this one. Every Sierra Leonean should ask a question. Where was Honorable Cheno Majuba of the APC? Then God don't take the people of Sierra Leone for granted. This thing that happen in America, it don't go happen in a European country, it don't go happen in London, France, Germany, all of these countries. When politicians are tasked with the responsibility, when they go there and they derelict their duty, like when they pick away the Kekna school, just disappear in thin waters at a time when questions are being asked. And they need to hear from the opposition voices. And I want you guys to listen to what people like the city Tunis, what he was saying and why it was very important for Honorable Cheno Majuba to be present at the ECOWAS Parliament. I want you guys to listen to this. I want you guys to listen to this and see where we're coming from. And with the demand that this guy, the people of Brookfield, this man don't forget, if they contest for flag bearer, for a membership for Parliament again, this man should not deserve forget the symbol for represent the people of Brookfield and across Sierra Leone. Who say they represent. He not deserve for day again. If this man cannot come out here publicly and tell us where he was at, waiting be happening, waiting at the emergency. That is the barest minimum we can all ask for. Sierra Leoneans, you see, we brother on AYV, Samuel Bangura is already asking. I think the AYV to write this letter, this is why that's why we're calling on journalists across that country. They should write a letter inviting the leader of the opposition to come and answer these questions that Sierra Leoneans have. People of Brookfield, across Freetown, across Sierra Leone, as serious people, we should ask these questions. Where this man, Usai Bide, at a time where they need him for answer these questions. Wanna listen within City Tunis. Talk. About, listen to this. Listen to this.
Any arms, the police officers. What happened? When they realized that, in fact, the police officers that were escorting them from one street to the other were not armed, they were all attacked and killed. In broad daylight, 6 police officers were killed. Where has that ever happened? in this region. 6 police officers who were there to protect the demonstrators because government felt these were peaceful demonstrators. It was only after the killing of those police officers, the security officers and other people began to see demonstrators with guns and machetes. And we call that peaceful any arms, the police officer.
Guys, where was Honorable Cheno Majuba for the sake of the citizens that lost their lives senselessly? Where was Honorable Cheno Majuba to defend these people? Somebody like Evangelist Samson was assassinated cold-bloodedly. Where was Honorable Cheno Majuba? Where was this man? We saw the burial, the funeral of, Evangelist Samson's wife asking for the body of her husband. To this day, we don't have any answers. Honorable Cheno Majuba was not there. Salon people in this is common sense, guys. How can we allow a politician to get away with something like this? It's supposed for the ECOWAS parliament for counter the lies of these guys. And not did he? And not did he? Guys, this is not fair. And this man is silenced to this day, not say anything. Nobody, he not say anything to anybody who say be there waiting up the emergency where he gets, we make it disappear at the ECOWAS parliament. To nobody. What sort of disrespect is this? He has not said anything to anybody. Even for letting them bury their citizens, then they will see. They don't even allow them people there for see their loved ones them. Their loved ones, they don't allow them for see them. To this day, Honorable Cheno Majuba has not said anything to anybody in Sierra Leone. Journalists, radio stations, newspapers. Matter of fact, you go paste on newspaper and begin write, say, if you can't beat him, join him. I go beat SLPP in ECOWAS parliament when the man was not even there. Lies. This is the suffering. These are the reasons why with democracy is backsliding. Listen to people in the August 10 when they go bury their loved ones them. Listen to the pace that
Our wickedness, one cannot see body. Who can we share Who can we share Who can let government is Who can wicked government is? But no make for God say close to the body now. No make open up where they can put inside. Who can wickedness is? Who can wickedness is for? Who can wickedness is for? Who can lucky wickedness is? Who can lucky wickedness is? See? Who never somebody? Our wickedness.
Guys, this is the pain of the people. Honorable Cheno Majuba was not there to defend Sierra Leoneans against people like Sidi Tunis, who's lying against these citizens. Listen to him.
Thank you very much. No.
Smiling.
Madam Speaker,
This
thank
is
you
one
very
of
much
Sidi
for
Tunis,
giving
the
me
leader
the
of
floor.
SLPP,
I want
ECOWAS
to
Parliament.
join
the Speaker of
my
ECOWAS
colleagues in thanking the presenters. I think they have
Listen to
done
him.
extremely well. Madam Speaker, the first thing I want to make very, very clear is probably the last observation by my honorable colleagues from Liberia that Sierra Leone, 1 year into elections, was still trying to change laws, electoral laws. This is not correct. This is a complete misrepresentation.
You see? Where was Honorable Cheno Majuba to answer these questions? Because it would have countered this man. Where was Honorable Cheno Majuba of the APC? This man disappeared. And to this day, this man has not said anything to anybody, not talk to nobody, not answer nobody. They got no get one respect for we the people, man. They say once they get money, they don't value the people's choices, the opinions of the people. When I tell me any other democracy where this kind of thing will happen, when a member of parliament is supposed to represent their people, in order they wouldn't call them, they tell they need them for talk, for defend the innocent souls that we lost their life August 10th. For defend the fact that these guys are changing our election laws. The man was nowhere to be seen. To this day, he has not explained where he was at. When I tell me if this man fit for continue for dinner positions of authority. Guys, this is the problem with Sierra Leone's democracy. And the only way we're going to improve with democracy, for us to have a democratic society that is going to thrive, is when leaders like these are held to be accountable. They should be held to higher standards. Listen to this guy, Siri Tunis.
Election by district block representation system. That's a PR. That is one. Number two, as a matter of fact, Madam Speaker, honorable members, it was through the same law that I entered Parliament the first time in 2002.
All of this nonsense that he's talking about, Honorable Chano Majuba should have been there to say, listen, it's simple. The last time we had proportional representation of district block system was in 1996, and that was because we had a rebel war until 2002. Some of the country, all over the country, we were not able to access certain areas, and able to access certain areas, then we make and get the district block system. And that was why they had to amend the constitution. Honorable Chano Majuba should have been there on behalf of Sierra Leone and to protect our democracy, to prevent another conflict, a rebel war in Sierra Leone. Let's continue. Listen to this.
Honorable members, our constitution provides for people to air their views, for people to demonstrate peacefully. They have the right. But when you have a situation wherein the demonstrators have guns, wherein the...
Guys, are you listening to this? Where is Honorable Chano Majuba? This man should answer all of these questions in a serious democracy. The people in constituents them, or the people where they represent, and they come out and go meet in our office. For say we want for no usa you be there. Where were you when this man they told all these lies about they say the demonstrator they get gone? And I even remember the Nigerian actor, one of a Nigerian artist, where they actually even can put say it gets gone na Sierra Leone. There was a Nigerian. Wait, I don't forget his name now. I'm sure I have his video somewhere. But there was that particular Nigerian that his face was used as one of the people where they say gets gone. Where the guy, Pope Nigerian, we don't die. The guy is dead. You guys remember what I'm talking about? I have that video of that Nigerian somewhere. This guy is lying. But Honorable Chano Majuba was not there to defend the people of Sierra Leone, to tell this guy in the ECOWAS that no, these people did not have no weapons. Let's continue. Now listen.
Demonstrators have machetes. That is no longer a peaceful demonstration.
It said they have machetes. We all saw the BBC, the CNN reports about the demonstration. It said they had guns, they had machetes. Where was Honorable Chano Majuba? And then we allowed this guy for go back salon, go sit down, talk to the people, come back for tell we exactly whose idea. Guys, are we going to tolerate this foolishness now with democracy? Are these the kinds of people we for lead in our country? Forget the fact that it don't run away in the event, they in a parliament for defend the people. Then we come back and for explain to we whose idea. Now what's kind of fiti this? We're not for tolerate this fiti. With democracy, not go promote, not go move in this kind of a way. Yes, the grand. Thank you. I know I have his video. I was going through my archives the other day. I even saw his stuff. I have it on my thing here. I just forgot how I saved it. The only Nigerian actor where they come up, like that guy there, I will do something. But I know I have it. When they put out all these posters, they say they look for people. I saw it, guys. But let's continue to listen to Mohamed Tunis whilst I find it. Listen.
That can only call for the intervention of the security forces. We had a situation on August 10 where, because it is a right of the citizens to demonstrate, government allowed people to demonstrate on that fateful day. And they were escorted by police officers who had.
Are you listening to these lies? We see the Tunis they tell on behalf of the SLPP, because this is not about Sierra Leone. Honorable Cherno Majubao should have been there. Honorable Cherno Majubao should have been there. Guys, look at this. Look at this. Let me show you guys what I'm talking about. This is the Nigerian actor where they put on flyer, say it in at the protest. They get gone. Honorable Cherno Majubao was nowhere to defend the people at that material time. You guys remember this? These were the flyers that they put out. Sierra Leone police wanted. You see? This dead Nigerian guy. But Honorable Cherno Majubao was nowhere to be found for defend all of these things against this government. Guys, this is the reality we're dealing with. But this guy, Tunis, is saying the demonstrators had guns. And he's referring to this particular case. This is what he's referring to. Listen to him.
Because it is a right of the citizens to demonstrate, government allowed people to demonstrate on that fateful day, and they were escorted by police officers who had no arms. They did not have any arms, the police officers. What happened? When they realized that, in fact, the police officers that were escorted there from one street to the other were not armed, they were all attacked and killed. In broad daylight, 6 police officers were killed.
Can you imagine?
Where has that ever happened in this region?
Thank you, Amina.
6 police officers who were there to protect the demonstrators because government felt these were peaceful demonstrators. It was only after the killing of those police officers, the security officers and other people began to see demonstrators with guns and machetes.
You see?
And we call that peaceful demonstration.
So this was what they were referring to. Say people have guns. Because they put out this picture of this Nigerian artist. This is him right here. They put out a photo of this Nigerian artist. Look at him. This guy died. This is what he's talking about. And Honorable Cherno Majubao was nowhere to be found. Then the Laipan Salon people there. They killed our citizens. We all know the August 10 protest. I was one that never supported that protest because it was not timely for us. But again, demonstration is the right of the people. The registration was right about the corner. So we don't want anything disrupt the registration process because we knew the government was going to use that against our people for the registration process. So we were not supportive of that protest. But again, it is a constitutional right of the citizens to protest. And government not for kill nobody. But this is what this guy is talking about. Lying. Honorable Cherno Majubao was nowhere to be found. The leader of the opposition. Guys, tell me. To this day, this man has not explained to us where he was at. Where was he? When City Tunis was lying on Sierra Leoneans, the citizens that lost their lives innocently. Where was Honorable Cherno Majubao? And to this day, this man not talk to we. The guy is lying with confidence. I agree, Mr. Kekura, because the leader of the opposition, Honorable Cherno Majubao, was not there. And to this day, not talk to we for Telewusa IBD. When I listen to some of the victims, them will lost their lives August 10th. When I listen to them, listen to this.
On the family, the APC soldiers there, one boy come out and win the August 10 come out, then fire them, then shoot the guns come out. The woman are coming today, woman and the pikin, and this pikin left and the woman is left. And also, when I get for can see the mommy, we born this pikin, we born left today. That one game body and this post to this family. And the same bubble don't die today as I talk to now, a family or one photo now. Whatever you get this message, you want for people now help, they will not help because this family is helpless. You only Bobo wey dey help this family today, he don go today, dem fire am, he come out. When he dey come, na dem fire am. And today, the mami na the families, na the mamidis and also na the kiddies and na the umadis. I beg, I dey call on the international community and also I dey call on the diasporas. Una wey get the upper hand, I dey call on una for make una help. And also, I go can send the number wey una will contact. Also, if una want for help this family, una will contact that number there so that una will help them. They no get nothing. The only people them wey we the only people wey dey help this family e don die today. So that I go can give una the number. He said this message una dey get the number, right? Example, the number 033 and again 80 67 14 14 80 80 and 6714. That na the number wey una go use for contact the family for make una help them, because this family right now as we talk to una, na the bobo that day, na the man that day, na we brother, na we uncle wey fortunately meet up that day on that time. And I want for call on the international community, please, this not to violence, not to anything, me beg una for make una see reason they wanna help this family. Please, na big and big. The only umbrella na the family, God don't kill them today by this protest. And
not to God killer. Not to God killer. But guys, these are the things. And to this day, Honorable Chano Majuba allow Honorable City Tunis to lie. Honorable Chano Majuba was nowhere to be found. When they look for him and say, don't left, you don't cancel alone, you say, yeah, emergency. When they fetch a parliament, you know, did they? Ebo Salon people, wanna tell me say this is respect for the people. Wanna tell me say this is serious democracy. Wanna tell me say this guy is serious. Wanna tell me say this man deserve for in a parliament. Wanna tell me say Honorable Chano Majuba deserve to be representing Sierra Leoneans. When these guys are sitting there lying the way they're lying, and you're not there at the time wait for defense Sierra Leoneans them. When I look at another victim, when they kill and I also wanna listen to this again. That's another victim that was killed. I mean, I have all of these videos, but the point I'm making to you guys, listen to Honorable Tunis lying. And then Honorable Chano Majuba was not there for defense Sierra Leoneans and the innocent lives that were lost.
Madam Speaker, it was at that time the security forces went in because they now then knew that it was not a peaceful demonstration. And then the slogan was, Bio must go. They were marching towards the State House. Bio, by the way, is the last name of the president of Sierra Leone. Bio must go. Bio must go. Bio must go. With machetes and guns. There are pictures to that effect. There are video clips to that effect, Madam Speaker, honorable members.
These are the pictures.
And we call that.
Let's say the people were saying Bio must go. Does that warrant the massacre of citizens after the August 10th protest? But these are the images he's talking about. This is a Nigerian guy. He's dead. This was the picture that we're flying around. That's what this guy is talking about. And then Honorable Chano Majuba of the APC was nowhere to talk about that and say, listen, you guys were parading a Nigerian artist photo who's dead with a weapon. You guys are saying he's a Sierra Leonean, that you're looking for him, because that's the lie that we're trying to promulgate. That was the lie that we're trying to push. Salon people, I'm going to switch to my next
peaceful demonstration? No.
You know, I'm going to
those demonstrators,
because I want to talk about the Auditor's General report real quick, and then, you know, just to give you guys a brief analysis of what the report looks like. The Auditor's General report 2021. It's a disgrace, shameful. The thievery continues, but I want you guys to see that. But before we go, I just want to appeal to you guys, every Sierra Leonean, we should take this very seriously. Honorable Chano Majuba, the least he could do for us is to explain to us what happened. Where was he? Why was he not there when these people were making all of these false claims and lies against Sierra Leoneans? Where was he when these members of ECOWAS parliament wanted answers about the PR system, which is they want to use the proportional representation, the district block system for the next elections, when we know we have boundaries and constituencies that still exist? They have a lifespan of 5 to 7 years. And the constituencies that we have right now, they are good till 2024. Where was Honorable Cherno Majuba to make all these things clear to the ECOWAS, to save our democracy, to prevent another rebel war? Where was Honorable Cherry Coco? Cherno Majuba of the APC. I think that's what every Sierra Leonean, the people at Brookfields, Tang Betong, all the area the way they represent, for ask this question. Radio stations, journalists, them, get a responsibility for bring this man to book, answer them questions there for we. Guys, let me move to the general report now. Let me show now, how these guys have destroyed our country. This is the report. This is the report. Let me put it on the screen here. I'm going to take you guys to, one of our brothers did a proper analysis, which I would I'd rather use, but it gives a breakdown of all the amount of stealing, the money we will call, the revenue, the money will disappear, all of that, which is right here, some of these. The billions and billions and billions. But I'm going to go to our brother's page right here. This is brother Ibrahim Sori Kuroma. I'm just going to use his analysis for the purposes of this live. It is a very powerful piece, and I think we could benefit from the analysis now. And I want to show you guys this, everybody, because this live is going to be short and straight. It's Friday. I'm, myself, for left now. Welcome everybody. Thank you guys. Share the live, everybody. But this is. Let's break down the amount of money we lost, the thievery will take place. That is what I want us to do. That is what I want to show you guys. A brother make this very, very perfect analysis, and I love it. And I think it's worth us sharing this. So let's start from the top there, where our brother is saying, and when you look at everything in the report, it's there. It says Audit Sierra Leone report 2021 takeaways the criminality involving 1.9 trillion leons stolen. So 2021, the report say, and again, don't forget, right? The Auditor General who we have right now, Aziz, is not qualified for even perform the function that he's performing right now. For almost 2 years now, this man is not even been, Parliament did not even ratify this man and approve this man. Ladatila Pierce is still a bona fide and legitimate Auditor General. But of course, in a democracy where you have people like Honorable Cherno Majuba, right? All they did was tweet, say, hey, we're not going to fire the Auditor General, blah, blah, blah. That was the end of it. No political action. No political action. Nothing. And so he left. Lara Taylor Pierce today will not get an Auditor General. We have a guy who's acting. Even though the guy is acting, protecting the government, covering up for the government. But look at the amount of money where they disappear, guys. 1.9 trillion euros, where Cashbox be, waiting for me. It's about, $200 million. $200 million. And these are the things we're saying. Where
just before we get into the potency of the community parliament itself and whether or not it's fit for purpose at this moment, I'm aware, and majority of Sierra Leoneans are aware that the head of Sierra Leone's delegate.
I want you guys to think about that. But that is why I'm showing you this, because I want you guys to see this. 1.9 trillion, which is $200 million. Nine disappear. That the money we just thief. $200 million. Think about everything we can do with $200 million. The education budget alone, which is 22%, is $100 million a year. Of course, teachers are not getting paid. But $200 million nine disappear. Ying, quiet. Sierra Leoneans, think about our healthcare. Think about our road network, right? Think about the sufferings of our people. Think about the rise of prices of basic commodities, goods and services every day in the country. Think about the hike in fuel, the shortage of fuel. Think about the price of rice, the price of cement, all of these. Think about all of that. But $200 million loss. $200 million disappear. Then we continue. 1.9 trillion unapproved expenditure. Women say they spend over $130 million on unapproved expenditure. Then. $130 million. So the first one, now $200 million disappear. It lost, ying. Added to that, another 1.3 trillion with $130 million dandy disappear back on unexplained expenditure. Plus, on top of that back, 58 billion. That's about 5 point something million dollar unallocated head of expenditure exceeding budget amount. 76 billion, that back about $7.6 million. Illegal payments without proof. Payment they will not get proof of what they pay for. They just say they pay. What did they pay? $7.6 million. Then 42.3 billion not traced in Asikuda. 42 billion. Cashbox may tell me say we can multiply this by about by 5. That's what he was telling me. Say by 5, so that back the order over 200 million because these are taxable. You know, money we forgot through now the tax revenue. Don't forget we the name for budget for. These are the things we're saying. And then we brother move further. It's saying here 41.13 billion. That's 4 point something million dollar. Civil aviation cash not confirmed. So inside the airport, $4+ million disappear back. They're not confirming, name for confirmer. Inside the airport, $4 million. Well, of course, me, Alexa phone put up at the Leons, 41 billion Leons. Then they done back 1.4 billion, not traced. $1 million, $1.4 million, not traced. They're not for tracer from the airports, they're not tracer. Then 27 billion illegal waiver. When they say now illegal waiver them, they waive people that not travel, not pay this, not pay that. Over 27 billion, 2 point something million dollar. Then 6.1 billion in arrears from PRA and NMA omitted. This then omits this from the record. 6 billion Leons when a $6 million landy. In order to record, the name for no side pass, I don't pass. NMA, National Mining Agency, all of them one in the. Then 83.24 billion Leons when the back now $8.2 million underreported by NatCom. NatCom, $8 million. Yang no report there on the reporter. Then they done back 8.9 billion. No receipt from NatCom. 8.9 billion Leons, $8 million back. No receipt. Then approximately 670,000 losses from diplomatic missions. All we embassies, them, $670,000 disappear. Yang. Guys, this is just a breakdown. What brother can do until it's easy for us to just come and analyze these things. But think about the repercussions on our people. Think about the sufferings on Sierra Leoneans. I want you guys to reflect on that. Think about everything we can do with them money we lost our country. Think about all of that. Let's reflect, Sierra Leoneans. We get a moral responsibility to ask ourselves these fundamental questions. These are the things I'm saying. We all have to get involved in these things. It's too much. Look at the pains of our people. Look how we dilapidated, infrastructure in that country. The road no better, nothing, no day. All of these are things where we be concerned about, guys. Why do we have opposition leaders? In an effective country now, outside the opposition serious, all of these people in these parastatals, all them money, they for someone, everybody for coming at the well of parliament. Honorable Chaikoko can use section 86, subsection 2 of the Constitution to bring answers to the people. These guys should do this for we people there. In a serious democracy, these guys should come and answer. They for call, they for someone, the people, they for come answer how the money pass. Look at this. Look at this. All the money they lost. I want you guys to look at the expenditure. Look at, in 10 years of the APC, cement was at 40,000 leons. Today it's 130,000 leons. Rice now be 200,000. Today is 600,000. Dollar now 730,000. Today now 1.8 million, almost 2 million leons for dollar. $1. Petrol now be 6,000. Today is 20,000. It's plus more because people have to buy Jebu price sometimes. EDSA, people they buy 1,000 today, now 3,000, if not more. Guys, this is why in a serious country where you get serious opposition, when you look at this Auditor's General report, the leaders of the opposition, and we call Honorable Cherry Coco because he's APC, he is the leader of the opposition, and for salvage we country in resources. Now in responsibility for protect Sierra Leoneans them. Now if for someone and call all the leaders of them parastatals there, who side them money they are so lost. If for ask Abbas Bundu using section 86.2, 20% of members of parliament then can write a letter say we want for someone and the speaker shall within 14 days honor that call they will make. Would that get that power for doing? Because Honorable Cherry Coco of the APC has more than 40%, almost 40% of the members of parliament. And all you need for someone 86.2, now 20%. So this man gets 39.9% of the members of parliament, which means he gets over 20% of membership for all the members of parliament, and they say, yes, we want for someone, these leaders, these heads of these parastatals them, for come to parliament for can testify. Just like how Honorable Jerno Majuba should have called NEC commissioner for come to parliament for can testify with the $10 million way African Express report. The registration process, why it be 15 days? You know, the registration verification process, people in 4 days, I don't give people away. The Public Elections Act say they deserve, people should have 14 days, 2 weeks to verify their registration. Why is it that Honorable Chano Majuba could not summon the NEC commissioner to come to parliament? Because they can't scan the Yukela again. They must Lamina, we don't count them again. This is how we protect democracy. This man belonged to the biggest opposition party in Sierra Leone. ECOWAS parliament in Odi. Then Tiabako happened so. For 4 years, they've not debated the Auditor's General report. Where is Honorable Chino Majuba of the APC Sierra Leoneans? We have to ask these fundamental questions. 4 years, the Auditor General report has not been debated in Sierra Leone for 4 years. But they keep approving budgets year after year, year after year. But the Auditor General report has not been debated for 4 years. Where is Honorable Cherry Coco? Cheno Majuba, Ramadan Ba of the APC. Where is this man? Is this how you protect democracy in a nation? After the rebel war gets people and lost their lives senselessly? Because of oppression, suppression, corruption, all of these things? Would they breed the same thing again? And because the parliaments then, that it caused the problem again, one party state system, the 1965 Albert Magai, they lost their way past, Nain Shaka Stevie can meet, one party state system. Parliament, all things they go inside parliament. The Truth and Reconciliation Commission make it clear, said the judiciary and the police was the #1 cause of the rebel war. But look at the Auditor's General report today. Look at the amount of money that is missing. It's corruption. All of these things they fight for. Marabio come and overthrow Strasser. And say they can pull Momo on the power because Momo na be when Momo na demand this will give we commerce. College of Medicine and Allied Health Sciences. This man I give law school for the first time in Sierra Leone. We get a law school. This man I make them write the 1991 Constitution. We give you multi-party democracy. President Joseph Saidu Momo. Naindwa. So we have a responsibility to protect Sierra Leone's democracy. Every one of us. And the leaders them we get the power for stand on behalf of the people. We should put their foot to the fire. If they're not sabi their job, let it not day. If you cannot stand the heat in the kitchen, don't go there. Honorable Chano Majuba is the person who was supposed to protect the democracy at a time like this. Hey boy, waiting and go beat him. SLP go beat him, they go attack him. Well, look, how we go get this democracy we want? When you get immunity as a member of parliament, as the leader of the opposition. Bodi Ngaya, we get MCC reports, all kinds of reports. The people are suffering. Honorable Chano Majuba of the APC party for stand up now in times like this. Summon these people, these heads of these parastatals them, they for kind of parliament. Let we hear this man. If they not do they not do but let we hear the talk let we hear let we see on Twitter, let we see go on radio, let we see go on TV, let call for BBC interview. Let we see the man making the moves. Let we know say yes, this man he don't try or the government or the listen, then he left to the people now. But no, we cannot allow these guys to just skate through. Guys, we don't allow them to happen. We shouldn't allow it to happen. This is sad for our country. And that is why people like us are doing this. Because when you look at the Auditor General report, it is disgraceful. This kind of a thief where they go in our country, so we left them unchecked. We left them unchecked. We cannot leave it unchecked. We cannot. And I remind you now that Joseph Saidu Momo B, so you guys would see what I'm talking about. Let me remind you guys. I'm sure you guys have seen this video before. Look at him.
Some more now already.
Two commodities. The first reason may be that we as a people and as a government are to blame because definitely there are areas where terrible weaknesses in being able effectively to manage these commodities. And the result naturally has been that quite a substantial percentage of our gold and diamonds are taken out of the country through smuggling. Here again, one might say, well, why not stop it? But, to stop smuggling of diamond and gold is not an easy business at all. You know, gold and diamonds are minerals that are easy to smuggle by virtue of the fact that internationally they are very, very attractive and they cost quite a lot of money. And what is more, they're usually very small and easy to take away. A second reason may well be that as a government and as a people, we still lack the expertise to manage these commodities wholly and solely on our own. In that case, we have relied on management from foreigners, non-Sierra Leoneans. The industry is largely dominated by Lebanese, and the damage they cause to the diamond industry is incalculable. And it's third reason, which to me is the most important.
Well, guys, that is Joseph Saidu Momo. I just wanted you to hear, for you guys that have not. But look at what is happening in our country. When you look at the Auditor's General report with the breakdown that our brother gave us here. Look at this. All these monies that are gone missing. 1.9 trillion, which is almost $200 million, disappear. But guys, look at our people that are sick in Sierra Leone. Look at this. Look at these people. They don't get help. They want help. Look at this.
My name is Stevie Mustafa Sise. Of course, you're a 33-year-old guy, very young guy. I come make this video on behalf of me and my family. I got this yard problem. This yard problem, where I go do the scan, I go do the scan at Churcham. They tell me say results come out, results, they say I get eye cancer. And eye cancer in this country, everybody knows say for now we know the treat eye cancer in this country. According to they say East Africa and Ghana, no one recommended with cancer treatment. So now the big problem don't count now that the money where I ask how much money, but they say now $5,000. The $5,000 is a salon money now almost 60 to something million. And the unfortunate and sad part of it, for now, me and my family not even afford that money. Now I make the video. Whosoever is church, would I get papa because I get a daughter, would I get papa, would I get brother, would I get uncle, would I get family. Please, whosoever, whatever location, whosoever you there, whatever what they do, and they make this public video for free on behalf of everybody. When they help me for doing this Ghana trip, they say it cost $5,000. So our humanitarian people, everybody, both home and abroad, work they help me. I'm beyond one. And according to the doctor, they only give me less than 2 months. Otherwise, I lose my life. Say because the swelling of the eye will continue. When it's transferred to the other eye, it mug my brain, we go lead to death. And so I'm too young for that. What I believe, what God not able to do, but they exist. What God can't do does not exist. And that's everything that I need up to them, they keep me. And also they send this message. My name
That's where I am. Family, then when I see this woman, her name Auntie Nasu, na Tikonko Ede. Now in breast, they at this breast, it don't at more than 2 years. It don't at, we don't pass with I say no way, we no able get solution it. So now, it dey bleed through in breast. This problem it don't worst, and we know dey for let this problem solve it. So if anybody get way, let it help we dey ask for help. Na Tikonko Ede, and im name Auntie Nasu, na me your auntie. Me wey dey send this voice me na me name Alfred Senesi. So please.
Somebody want to reach you now. How you contact to use to reach you now?
Well, you go call me line wey na 033 922 357 or 074 002527. Na Tikonko we dey. The person go catch Tikonko Chiefdom na Tikonko town 10 BD EC Road. Na there we dey. So now this woman e dey seriously suffer. Abeg we dey beg if anybody get way for let him help. Let him help.
Make it help. I mean, no losses in life.
I heard you guys are saying something about the sound. Guys, let me see. Let me tune into my live too so I can see what's happening. Guys, check your own sound because as far as I know, my sound is playing honey. But let me see again one more time. Let's do this one more time.
That's where I am. Family, then when I see this woman, her name Auntie Nasu, na Tikonko Ede. Now in breast, they at this breast, it don't at more than 2 years. It don't at, we don't pass with I say no way, we no able get solution it. So now, it dey bleed through in breast.
We're dealing with.
This problem, it don't worst.
But then let's look at the money that where they disappear. Look at the money where they disappear from the Auditor General report. The Auditor General, we're not so illegal Auditor General, right? But look at the amount of money that is disappearing, but we cannot even provide care for these people. Can you imagine this, guys? Matter of fact, look at this other woman. She was struggling and suffering, and I don't know if this lady is alive. If you guys can cut some of these clips for me, share with people. Watch this lady. She was struggling. I don't know if she's alive.
I mean, I used to Kamara, we the resident in Juba, Momo Drive, Juba. In a nurse, but I don't get this problem till then I woke up and they go for work. Now in the bike, the chain cuts, the somersault with me. Go hit me in one big stone. This big stone now a result of spine injury. I admit na emergency And then for 3 weeks, emergency then said I'm not going to make case, so they informed me I cannot. Cannot self, then try the level, the surgeon then self tell me say, the case, they're not going to do it. Unless if I get family, they will get money for support me. I mean, if you send a joke, but when I discharge, I try for see another surgeon, then I different hospitals then. The same story then tell me say the spine get down, dislocate, when the L4 and L5 don't dislocate, and now it don't become as a result of me hip back don't be affected. And the 3 years this I'm not able to put the sole of my foot and go for work. I'm not able to snap straight. I'm not able to sit down for long. I'm not able to snap for long. I'm not able to lay down for long. Either I'm able to work for long. I beg you for the sake of God. Me na a single parent with 2 girl picking the big one. If I go second year and I collect because of this scenario, they don't become drop out. This small one, itself, every day they go for every day in school for go big where they deliver for the school fee. So yeah, I'm sorry for me for the sake of God. This is a month of baraka, month of good.
And by the way, this was in February of this year. This woman only suffered for 3 years. Find these guys. When I find this woman, guys, let's find her. Let's see. But let's see if she's going to give a number.
Help me along so far. I pray let me what's testing me not get this campaign market.
Some of the say way you forget.
The money varies different countries. There's go inquire. In England they say $22,000. America saves $17,000 beside the ticket. India they say $10,000. The tickets $1,500. Go $11,500. Who's that many people kind of money they do? Yeah, when I pay for the sake of God.
So don't help me again, number. Or try to contact you.
Yeah, my number is 0779445560.
So guys, think about that and look at the Auditor's General Report for 2021. I'm not going back to 2020, 2019, 2018. No, I'm just going to stay 2021. $200 million disappear. Ying. Look at all the millions of dollars, guys. Tell me we should not be able to provide adequate healthcare facilities for our people. The Minister of Health, Austin Denby, told us that they budget $9 million every year for critical cases like these. Look at the Auditor's General Report. Look at the amount of money we did lost. Tell me, guys. Is this something we should be quiet about? Una for allow the members of parliament them for cost? They for roll free? The leaders of the opposition they for a roll? If they seek, then get the access. And the citizens will vote them in, will get the power. The people, they suffer like that and they suffer so. I want you guys to reflect on these things, guys. When I look this other one, and I show now all this because, you know, we have to relate these, them money with the loss, not relate to we people, boy, Africa. What is wrong with us as Africans?
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. David Kadia Koroba from Dadea village, Dear Chief Dokodaduku district. And they cry to government, let government help me. And they cry to organization, they let them help me. And they cry to all the Muslims, they let them help me. But I don't see the police on this picture, they don't say that. I don't say this picture, this sick, I the mother, they don't say that. Most make I send them back today. From what I send them picture there, today, and then see nobody where they see and they help. So they see because if I don't send paper, a number. So if the person want call me, talk to me, want do anything, want call me. be online 033 44 2191 033 44 2191 and WhatsApp line that day. So if you post one help you back money issue like your tell number, if you call me, this is my brother number. If you call me 078, yeah, tell money 078 212 699 078 21 21 26 99. So if you post one call me, if you post one send for me any about if you send her for me by that number. So if you post one help like this money issue, so back they want help, but money don't do. For beg for me do wow, Mr. Nation, right now pass call the help me. That call I get life. You know, this week when we pass so, we don't see a death for that and that. This morning we pass so, we fish for that day. But still, I did not die. We are in the face also, but still there. So, we are not seeing the condition. That the official line that they this can be brother get their line. That he are 10 money. So, Assalam.
Guys, these are all recent videos because I have tons of them. These are all recent videos. As Africans, Salon people, at some point, it has to get to a point, you know, revolutions are not born for nothing. You see, in 1979, when Ghana, John Jerry Rawlings seeing people, for the very first time, he started traveling Ghana into the provinces. It saw the sufferings of the people. It saw the kinds of water they were drinking. It saw the lack of infrastructural development in that part of the country. He said, no, as a young pilot, when he came back, he said, enough is enough. I'm going to do something for my people. Ghanaians said, kind of Sierra Leone for can buy paste. It was happening. You know why Ghana is thriving today? It's because John Jerry Rawlings did the right thing to save his people. Guys, we should not tolerate this in Africa. You look at what is happening in Dubai. Population of almost 3 million, 2.8 of those, 2.7 of those million people, now foreigners, the way they work for the Dubai, the National, the Qatar, all of these people. We see these things. Guys, let's be factual. Let's be real. These people don't deserve to suffer like this, bro. Why do we have government? I want you guys to listen to this. This guy, they talk very fast, but I want you guys to listen to this.
The head of state.
He speaks very fast, but listen to this. I want you guys to listen to this.
Is there a current head of state that you admire right now that you respect?
Absolutely. The head of state of Dubai, the Sheikh of Dubai, United Arab Emirates, is absolutely and utterly hands down the best leader. His vision is unprecedented. They built this idea of creating a city for the world, and that's exactly what they've created. 80% of the population immigrants. No crime. You can leave your door unlocked, leave your car on. It's truly like a unique city. It's almost like Zion. It's escaped the cesspit. Everybody respects the law and everybody respects the leadership. The leadership of Dubai walk through the mall. You'll see the king walk through the mall. Just walk through the mall, drive his car, no big deal. He doesn't go hide from his people like all the Western politicians. He doesn't need to hide behind guards. He's respected and loved by absolutely everybody. Guy's a complete genius. And the fact that he planned all of this and pulled it all off is unprecedented. It's truly incredible.
And guys, I totally understand Dubai has a totally different kind of system, right? But it's working for them. We have the best system. We have a democracy where it should work for everybody. But look at the sufferings of our people. Look at these young guys. Look at this. Young energetic man.
Good morning, good afternoon.
And then you hear President be able to tell you about human capital development. But look at these guys, young people like these.
Good evening.
Don't pass
I'm Edwin Cisse. I come by sample survey in a Memorial Village by Saman Bendugu. I meet this young man, he suffer from a health issue. This young man, since I come, when the pain they grab on him, the whole villages, the whole people that were in a village, they need able to sleep. And during the daytime, no one and they left now. So this young man meets me, he gets something for say.
Yeah, Yusuf Mara, and I'm meeting this man say that if you don't need sign up for all man, anybody will see this sorry for me. So this now don't very difficult because they don't carry me for but put sign a hospital, chance not again. They don't talk and say pass scanner. They don't fall in away then they can they don't go prove and only split, they say pass scanner. So now money not dey again for go family don't tire, money we don't go but we don't do, money don't do. So nothing not dey again. For now, I me wreck for myself. So this man meets me at the strain, he's sorry for me, he look to me condition. Tell me as well, no problem. You do me less and for no much sometimes we will get a chance. Somebody come more sorry for me. Anybody is sorry for me, not a chance like God bless her. So I pray God for all man. Anybody will see me there sorry for me, from there for putting me on this problem. So the super scanner on the again for one day.
Yeah. Addition to that, this now the small one, Yusuf Mara, me and Mohamed Mara. They are the car, they don't talk them. They don't come meet me. This boy are waiting for this accident. And they try for we have the students. If they try for we don't go get this accident. We don't take we don't go to Freetown. We don't go to Kunos Hospital. We don't go to Church Round. ECOWAS. They don't go prove us a fast. Then go do the operation with an account and then go able to make a grab again. Because this in background, a seat 3 sides, this in future, one broke, this one seat. So they say pass to go with Ankara. Money not again. There, we send this one to any good organization. Any good Sorat person, any good Papa government, let put hand on this boy for no more here to will come back and in position. They are with the to all the people there. And
so
thanks
now,
to all.
Even for wet and able wet, pass on to this Katata, but I able wet. So they the money right now.
Okay.
Guys, is this the kind of country that we want? Is this what we want? Hey, bro, this is not below talk 2, guys. This not for happen. Should not enough for happen again, bro. In 2022, for a country that can boast of every mineral resources in the world. 2022, this they happen. You look at the Auditor's General report. Look at what is happening in Sierra Leone, man. Look at the amount of money that is being stolen, guys. Guys, look at the amount of money that is going missing. Hey, bro. This is not fair. This is not fair. But I'm going to leave this live here with this video. And I listen to Francis Benkai Fala, a Renaissance man.
Good morning.
And after this video, the live is going to end. But I want to wish you guys, everybody, Happy New Year. You know, let's continue to stay steadfast. Let's stay strong. Let's continue to push. Let's continue to sell the vision of what we hope for. And guys, that's why I tell you guys, say 2028, these conditions should change. We should see some drastic improvement. Otherwise, that's why I'm going to be contesting the presidency in Sierra Leone, guys. I'm tired of just sitting here screaming, the Allah, Allah, they make noise. I'm tired. At some point, we have to get down and work for our people. I want you guys to know. The change that we seek should come from us. I don't continue for the Allah, Allah all day, all time. No. At some point, I hold my country the duty, to go there and help our people. I hold them a duty. And that is why I need you guys, for us, all of us, to build this together. We're building this together, guys. You know, guys, we know today. We don't know about tomorrow. But whatever we do, I believe that we should think about our future being bright. These Sierra Leoneans that I just showed you that are sick, it shouldn't be this way. No. Government should make the lives of their people better. No, 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 no. This should not happen. This should not be a standard. The people don't suffer for 60 years since independence. No, 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 no Sierra Leonean. I would not be a president in Sierra Leone and allow this kind of a thing for happen. No citizen no go sick. We go reach to that point there where I not for no. Because my Minister of Health for make sure say to God and this day, every ward, every constituency, every district, every region, there is no way a family for go with this kind of a pain without me knowing. Hey, bo. It takes empathy and humanity. So I'm going to leave you guys with, Francis Ben Kaifala. I don't know, anybody want to say anything? If you guys want to say anything, you guys that have my phone number, you can call and I'll let you in. If anybody wants to call, you can call and I'll let you in so you can say something. Let me know. Anybody that wants to say something, and everything you just watched, you want to say something, I don't mind. I'll bring you in. Let's say something. Somebody say something and then we'll take it and close this out. I know it's late for you guys in Europe, but folks in America, does anybody wants to say something? You have my phone number. You can call me real quick and I'll let you just share your views and your voice on here and then we'll take it from there. Anybody? Before I play Francis Ben Kaifala in video, we end with the live. Anyone that wants to say anything, I'll bring you in. Absolutely, Ibrahim. Absolutely. Thank you, Amina. Thank you, everybody. Mohamed Ba, thank you. All right. Let's see, Sister Amina. Let me transfer you here real quick. Hold on 1 second, Sister Amina. Hold on 1 second. Let me connect you. Hold on 1 second here. Hang on 1 second. Awesome, awesome. All right. Okay. Stamina, I can hear you now.
Yeah, yes, brother IB. Good evening, and good evening to everyone on YouTube and Facebook. I just want to bring them to your attention. Say that brother we show when Tise, he passed away, don't die. Na McKinney.
Okay.
We began a eye cancer problem. Na possible raise money for we had. We raised about $5,000 for him, if I'm not mistake.
Beautiful.
But unfortunately, the money where it is carried from the beginning to nine they need, not so they need. So the amount of them need it was about $18,000 to go do the surgery. So when he passed away, we make sure the funeral arrangement was taken care of. In Pekin, we pay tuition fee for him, we give him West money to do business and all that, and then whatever left, we put them for other people them will be need help. So I just want to let you know back say other people and they back where get the same issue of that guy with the bladder issue where they walk out with a bag and a catheter around the waist. See, we get one back also where I think you come on a Pujon, where we also the raise funds for, we don't raise about $600 and something dollars. They say for go to the surgery in Connaught. I think the money is about 12 million leons or something like that. But he want to go spend Christmas in village, so he will come back. That's not the brother, but he's the same brother like the that has about 12 million. So I just want to bring that to your notice. So please. Would they plead to people them not Sierra Leone, people that we get good at, we get so yet. Small cases like this, common cases like this. I mean, something where they can sit in a salon, please. We all come together. The humanity, the empathy, the love, the 9 people you need. So me, the advocate, I plead please, if una get cases like this, something when a minor thing, when I bring account to we had, if we able to raise funds for them people like so and make a change in our people their life, we are willing to do that. And we've been doing this thing, helping people renovating their homes, rebuilding their homes, helping with schools and lots of things. So please, una not hesitate. If we can do it, we will bring camp funds, we will bring camp people them doing at the platform for raise money for them people like so and also let we help with people them. They need we. This is the time where they need we. This is not the time for let we cry them down, but this is the time for let we embrace them. Let we show their love. We are at the big for them people. Let we just do something for them. Now that's so much. Thank you, brother Ivy, for giving me this opportunity. So let we people that know say one part of them people that don't pass away and another people and they will need help and we will be responsible. Thank you so much, and I wish you and your family and everybody on the platform a prosperous and a blessed 2023. Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you. Who are the person we pass away again? Which one of them?
Cisse with the eye problem.
Oh man, the guy with the eye, the
guy and right with the cancer, the eye cancer, and he left a picky named Bridget. I think Bridget is like 3 years old or so. Yeah, he go pass away in McKinney, and he gets a young wife when a student. Where instead, just get the money, we say, we can go start a business, do something, and then we take care of Bridget in school, pay school fees for Bridget for a whole year, and we let her know, say, if Bridget do well in school, we will continue to pay school fees, but we want to see results. So that's what we've been doing for people, but we is doing you're doing a great job. They really, they show love to people in Sierra Leone and help people. Stephen don't die. Stephen Cisse, that's his name. He don't pass away.
I appreciate that feedback. I definitely appreciate that feedback. And yes, I think the thing is this, and as beautiful as it is for what we had and do for those people, at some point, and I know when government changes, those are some of the things we are looking at. The responsibility should not lie on us, the citizens. That is why we get governments for, responsible for taking care of our people. But again, it's beautiful way we do anything, and we've been doing that for so long, for as long as I know, bringing awareness to people about this, in cases there, the Mansour Kamaras and all of that. So thank you, my sister. I appreciate the feedback. It's so sad to know that our brother passed away. That's very, very pathetic.
He did.
But then we're looking at all the journal reports and millions and millions of dollars that are going.
I know. It's very sad.
Yeah,
it's very sad. 21st century, people are suffering for minor things, bleeding, hemorrhage, everything. It's just sad. It's just sad. But thank you so much for your efforts, your love, and everything you do, okay?
Thank you.
Have a good night.
All right.
Okay,
too.
bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Guys. Anyways, everybody. Oh, my God. It's so sad, guys. It's terrible. It's terrible. But I'm going to leave you guys with Francis Ben Kaifala, and we'll take it from there. All right. Bye-bye, everybody.
Good morning, compatriots. My name is Francis Ben Kaifala, and I am Renaissance. The Sierra Leone Renaissance movement has called on fellow Sierra Leoneans to wear black on Monday. We call it Black Monday. It's the Monday where we are supposed to show our dissatisfaction at the way the country has been run. Since independence to date, the Sierra Leonean has had a life that is less than what we would desire. We wake up in the morning worrying about the basic things that the rest of the world has forgotten. We worry about electricity, we worry about water supply, we worry about food, we even worry about security. Successive governments have failed us. This is the time for the Sierra Leonean to refuse to accept less and request more. We have to show our leaders that poverty is not a way of life. It is something which is man-made, and men all over the world have fought to change it. In Sierra Leone, it seems things cannot get better. Why? Why do people vote governments? Governments are voted to make the lives of their people better. If they cannot make their lives better, then that is a failure of social contract. And when there is a failure of social contract, the counterparties, in this case, who are the people, need to demand from the governments that what is done is not what was agreed. We have to stand up for what we believe in. We cannot accept this way of life. We have to reject it. In recent times, the economy has been destroyed. Inflation is galloping. The dollar has moved from 4,300 leones in 2013 to 7,300 leones in 2016. Inflation is something around 12.5%. Few days ago, even fuel, which underscores the basic movement of people to engage in economic activity, has moved from 3,750 leones to 6,000 leones. Why? How do they expect people to live? That is why we in the Renaissance movement are calling on Sierra Leoneans to wear black. The black is to show that the colors that have led us have failed us. Now in Sierra Leone, black is the new red. We are not ready to accept less. I thank you. Good morning, compatriots. My name is Francis Ben Kaifala and I am Renaissance. The Sierra Leone Renaissance movement has called on fellow Sierra Leoneans to wear black on Monday. We call it Black Monday.